going to give you the benefits later on. So consider doing that. We all do our insurance. We all plan for our, post-retirement life. This is the investment that I want you to take up right away. So yes, in your early 30s, we've also realized that every decade there is going to be some amount of muscle reduction that is going to take place. It's a natural thing. During your transformation from 20 to 30s, you may end up having 3 to 5% of muscle loss. 30 onwards, it goes up to 8 to 10%, double the amount. So let's be really vigilant here.
My goodness. So what happens to me now? I've neglected mine for 20 years.
I thought you were 18.
Aw, thank you, very friends. Now, is it true, Dr. Preetha, that the stronger and healthier muscles, the more carbs and fat your body burns?
That's a very, very interesting question. So we all are in social media. Everything that we see right away today is talking about muscles, talking about protein, right? So I'll give you an example. When you have muscles is like a sponge. It just absorbs glucose. Isn't it nice that we have a portion of desert, and because we have more muscles in the body, it just gets absorbed and utilized? We all want that magic, right?
Yes.
So when you build more muscles, you're going to make sure that the carb control or the carb utilization is stabilized in your body. That's the first thing. Secondly, everyone knows deep inside that muscle is related directly to your metabolism. So more the muscles, more the BMR. We all know about BMR, right? Basal metabolic rate. I want to give you a small example that you will take away from here. Let's just assume it's me who has more percentage of body fat in the body versus our beautiful host here with us today, MARIEL. Yeah, MARIEL, let's say we both are climbing a mountain.
Okay.
Okay, you are the muscular one.
We are climbing a mountain, okay?
Yeah, good. Sounds great, right?
Okay.
You're energetic.
Yes.
You have more muscles in your body. We go up and come down. On an average, assume that I've consumed 1,000 calories for that activity. Our dear friend, just because she has more muscles in her body, must have consumed 2,500 calories to do the same activity. Doesn't it yours?
Consume.
Must assume, because I assume that you have more muscles in your body. We have to check now.
Okay.
We have the machine here, so we'll check who has more muscles in their body. And you should also know that more the muscle mass, more the metabolism, more utilization of energy in your body. Where does the energy come from? It comes from the fat stores. So we have our fats that are getting utilized. We have our carbs that are getting stabilized. So if I eat an apple versus her an apple, my sugar may spike, more faster than hers because she has muscles which are going to absorb the glucose. So we are able to also control the insulin sensitivity in our body. And as a nation who is, one of the highest amount of diabetic in the world, we should be definitely very, very careful.
It's very sad, but true.
That's right. So that is the connection that you have to make with muscles and fat and carbs.
Thank you, Dr. Preetha. Such an eye-opener right
Oh,
now. Bundok agad, diba? Pwede siya kilala mo na. Now, if you may share with us your personal experience with the changes in your metabolism as you turned 40 last year. On 50 this year, girl. Now, how different would you describe your metabolism when you were in your early 20s,
Yes.
30s?
I was in my 20s when I was really working, like when I was at the peak of my job. And I remember before, and I'm sure a lot of you can relate to this, when we go on a diet, when we don't eat rice for like 2 days, in your 20s, you might see your abs in 3 days, right away. You don't eat the night before, the next day, flat tummy, no problem. In my 30s, I felt like those, the weekly, like the daily delivered meals, the calorie counted meals, if I did that, wow, yes, I would still see like progress. Like maybe after a week, I'd see a change or something. In my 40s, without exaggeration, I drink water, I'm fat. I'm like, oh my gosh, I just drank water. How can this be?
You know, when I breathe, I put on weight.
Me too. Me too. I breathe in air and I'm like, oh my gosh, how did this happen? And yesterday, I had a dream and I asked ChatGPT what my dream was about. The dream was about, I lost like a lot of hair. Like I really saw a lot of hair. And ChatGPT told me that the reason behind it is I have this change that I can't control. And I am stressing about it. I think it's the metabolic rate of my 40s.
Now, let's be honest, it can be tempting to just let go when you have a super busy schedule. As a businesswoman, a mom of 2, that's right. How do you manage to fit in some me time?
I think it's a conscious effort that I really put. The people here, they know that I have a schedule. And in my schedule, I really put it in. I make sure that I have at least 2 or 3 times that I go to Marie France, and that is my me time. The day I came here early, and when I saw the beds, I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to relax first. Because it has that effect on me. It's like, I really feel that when I'm here, that's really the time that is for myself. I'm not doing it for my kids, I'm not doing it for my family, for my business. It's for me. So I feel that I get to take care of my family more when I feel good. When I feel somewhat complete, when I feel
glass is full.
Yes, exactly. So I think it's really important and we don't have to feel guilty about it. I think that it's a must.
Remember that. It's a must. Okay. Let's talk to another super mama here. Oh my gosh. I mean, like this girl, I don't know what she has, a fountain of youth in her backyard.
I was looking at her, I'm like, oh my gosh, the OG it girl. The
Very
OG
nice.
it girl. I was looking at her a while ago, like, her face did not age.
And
Nothing.
so-
Her body.
I know. I mean, I have
What
seven.
didn't hit her?
7 kids. No, furry kids. Seven girls.
Oh, wow.
So let's talk to Amanda Griffin here. You're a proud mom of 4. Can you please share with the audience how old are your kids? How difficult was it to get, well, pretty baby body ba yan? Oh my goodness. I mean, do you eat well? Do you even eat at all? Because in 4 kids, you guys.
4
look at that.
kids. My goodness.
Would you like to stand and say hi to everyone?
Diba?
Oh my goodness.
My God.
Yes, I try to eat well. Marie France has been a part of my journey ever since I got pregnant with my first baby in 2010. So he's 15 now.
Oh.
Yes, and then for maintenance, I've always been with Marie France. But then after each pregnancy, I gained so much weight when I was pregnant. So I think my body was craving, I kind of let myself indulge. And Marie France knows that I put on quite a lot of weight. So Marie France is really my family and has always helped me along the way get back to me, and not just physically me, but emotionally me and mentally. So it's been
Because,
really
I mean, it's true. I mean, you see yourself change and then go back to the way, you used to look. It gives you the confidence, diba?
Yes, it does, especially in our industry where you are judged on how you look. It was very difficult when I was pregnant, and it was such a different body. After I gave birth, it was still a different body. My body is a very different body from pre-babies.
Girl.
But I honor it, and my problem areas I always turn to Marie France for. So
Thank you, Amanda. It's so great to see you, and oh my gosh, thank you. But I remember when I got well, I just may share a story. I was pregnant for a week. My body changed. You know, I mean, some parts of it grew that I enjoyed. But then, you know, God had other plans. But I know what you're talking about, you know. So, yeah, Mariel, I had a thought today. Once. But, you know, I enjoyed it.
Exactly.
1 week lang. I had big boobs.
Yes.
Okay, I have to share that. Okay, so is our other super mom here? I don't happen to see her in the audience. Okay, so here we go. Back to Dr. Preetha. Dr. Preetha, at what point after giving birth would you say it's best to start building muscles again?
So we have the example right in front of us. You know, that answers the
I
question.
think she's an exception.
No, I think as women, we should understand this. If she can do it, we can do it as well.
Yeah,
You know, that is the essence of being a woman. You derive strength from each other. And that's a big learning and an inspiration that I will also take home with me. However, coming back to the question, let's say you have had a normal delivery. First and foremost, give the importance to the gynec. Ask her when it's good to start, because each individual is different, their recovery, their inflammation, you know, how well they have been able to cope up with the stress of delivery, all of that is important. However, just to answer it in a very generic manner, I would say around 6 weeks for a normal delivery and about 8 to 12 weeks for a C-section
Yes.
is good to go, because that is the time our body starts, you know, realizing that the healing process has to take place. Till then, there's a lot of stress because of the sudden changes, and recovery starts, you know, slowly. So healing phase is around that time, and it's extremely important for us to understand that the earlier you're able to try and heal a wound, it's going to be better for us. So start early. Post-pregnancy, it's extremely important, and we have a beautiful program with us in Wonder, which is called as the pelvic muscle strengthening treatment. So there, you know that the pelvic is just like, it's like a cartilage, it's like a cage, made out of almost 5 or 6 different groups of muscles. And tightening that not only helps you with your post-pregnancy, trauma of losing the muscle tone on that area, but it also gives you a very good non-invasive butt lift. Who doesn't want it?
Everybody wants their butt lifted. Come on.
So like we know that it's more to do with therapeutic than aesthetic. However, it is important, especially for a person who's lost herself in the whole, the whole idea of pregnancy, transforming herself from a woman to a mother. It's a big challenge. And when you take sessions with Wonder AXON, you realize that it's not only to do with therapeutic or aesthetic, it also helps you heal emotionally, mentally, that we all, face as a challenge. So, to give you an example, in this pelvic muscle strengthening treatment, we are using almost 150 hertz frequency, which is so apt for the muscles that have loosened up. And in this process, there's a lot of blood circulation that reaches each and every cell of your body. We are concentrating on almost 6 muscle groups. So the whole body is taken into account. And once you start realizing that each body cell is getting the oxygen that it requires, inflammation also starts going down. The mother starts feeling energetic. Sleepless nights, we all know it. Feeding the babies, dehydration, all of this is a challenge. Also mentally, there's brain fog that happens. We are losing our identity, right? See, people are relating. I myself went through 2 cycles of that, so.
I see a super mom.
Yes, absolutely.
Talk to you struggling.
So it definitely makes a difference, and I think pelvic muscle strengthening is going to help the mother regain her posture, of being, drooped because of the weight of the baby on her shoulders. I think that definitely helps.
Thank you, Dr. Preetha. Since I saw another super mom out here, I'm sure, well, we all know who Miss Joy Soto is. She's had multiple pregnancies at 5 or 6 kids?
6 kids.
Wow, and she looks amazing.
She looks amazing.
Wow. Okay, I just want to ask her real quick, her experience with the treatment. What's it like? I mean, did you notice any changes?
No, actually, I am still gonna try the treatment because, as you were saying a while ago, I could relate to a lot of things like the pelvic muscles, having 6 kids. I've always had that confidence. Like I can't even do jumping jacks anymore because of having 6 kids. So when I found out about this, I felt like this treatment was really perfect for me, especially after multiple childbirths. And also, I would also relate with when you said like I felt like I had no energy. I felt like I had brain fog. All those things happened to me when I hit my 40s. So I'm 44, turning 45 this year.
Wow.
And a lot of things are not even like dealt with. It's only now that it's been talked about. So before I felt like, am I normal? Like what's happening to me? Is there something wrong with me? I felt like I thought I had some serious disease or something because I didn't know I was gonna go through that phase or I would feel that way at a certain age. But then, as soon as I hit my 40s, I felt the signs of aging. I felt, less energy. It's so hard to get out of bed. Sometimes I forget words. Like, I'm like, I know that word, but I couldn't just get it off my mouth. And like now that it's being talked about, like I feel like, oh, okay, now I can relate. Like now, okay, now I'm normal. I feel normal. So it's very good that this has been talked about, and I think it should be talked about even more.
Aptly said. I would also want to add on here, whatever is your experience is an experience for any mother in the world.
Yeah.
And especially for 40 plus, we started with 30, now we're talking about 40. So gradually we are actually able to understand that muscle building is so important,
Yes.
especially in your 40s where, your estrogen levels are getting, damaged.
Actually, my husband was always, because he's very into like fitness. And in my 30s, I bounced back right away. So I actually never thought that I would need exercise because I think I was just blessed that I would just bounce back right away. Like I'd get really big and then I'd bounce back to my, not pre-pregnancy weight, but like I fit
Something
into my
acceptable.
figure. Something acceptable.
Something
Yeah.
acceptable.
So I bounced back, so I thought, I don't need to exercise. But then when I hit my 40s and I had my last baby, my 6th baby, that's when I seek the help of Marie France because I really felt depressed. Like I thought like, wow, how come my body's so different? I couldn't like get back to my pre-pregnancy weight. Like I gained so much weight in my 40s and with my last baby. And I also noticed because I never exercised my whole life. I have diastasis recti. Yeah, I have diastasis recti.
What? May we ask
So
what-
it's your abdominal muscle separating.
Whoa.
So I would hate it when people tell me, buntis ka na naman? And it's like, they'd say, are you pregnant again? And I never knew about it until I did my Pilates classes. And they taught me about abdominal muscle separating.
Oh my God.
And that's why even no matter how much you exercise, I still look like I'm pregnant because of my abdominal separation.
You know the Wonder AXON is calling you.
I know! When I
You're
found
going to
out
get
about
wonderful
it.
results, but
When I found out
especially for
about
this
it, I was
condition.
like, oh my gosh, it can help me with my abdominal.
Absolutely.
So
Also, the other thing that you mentioned about the incontinence, there are so many reasons for it, especially post-pregnancy and multiple pregnancies. So that can cause a lot of problem. Like you said, once you start with the muscle building sessions, I'm sure in 4 sessions you'll start jumping back again.
We can't wait to see the progress. Thank you so much for sharing, Miss Joy. Okay, here we go. Back to Mom. You are a brave woman, okay? You like calling spade a spade. Now, have you ever experienced bladder leaks after giving birth? And when does it happen to you? Is it when you're laughing, coughing? Please share your experience.
Okay, I like what you said, Joy, because no one really ever talked about it. Like, I didn't know, I had no idea. I had my first baby at 32. So after giving birth, okay, so mahaba yung story natin kasi 32 pa lang ako, di ba? After giving birth, I had no idea that it was going to be that way. Like, oh my gosh, I have to go. Like, if I didn't, like, go, and it would just go. You know, I had no idea that it was gonna be like that I would not have control of it anymore. I didn't know that it was like that, so I was like, oh my gosh, I felt the need to like rush and go. And then, so it's like, okay, it was okay. And then slowly I was realizing like, when I would laugh, cough, or sneeze.
Yeah, the sneezing.
The cough, there's no time now that when I cough, that I don't have to excuse myself and go to the bathroom for a while and change, you know, because something did happen. So, and it was never, no one ever told me, not even my sister told me, not my mom, no one told me that it would be that way. It was only now that I learned that it was completely normal. It was completely normal. So, of course, I have more control of it now because I didn't just give birth. But the coughing is still, it happens. Still to me, to this very day. And so when I found out that Wonder AXON can help with that, I was like, this is it. More in that part. More, stronger, level up, more.
Level 50.
Level more. Kaya ko pa. Kasi I know that it's really gonna help me. So,
Thank you for sharing because I mean, I don't know, Dr. Preetha, what my excuse is. I don't have kids, but the kind people of Mary France remember that I have incontinence. Like, I have to wear a panty liner all the time. Because, like, if I sneeze or cough, I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm hanging on to my dear crotch. Because I really have to go. But I don't know what my excuse is. I don't have kids yet. Is
There
it
are so many
hereditary?
reasons to this.
Okay.
You know, urinary incontinence is a very, very common, condition, especially for women post-pregnancy. Okay, that's one thing. Secondly, I would say I will blame it to the hormones. So your progesterone, estrogen, all of those levels, they cause incontinence because muscle loss is directly related to these levels. Then you have people who have stress, okay? People who
stress tumingin siya sa akin.
So it's actually called stress-induced urinary incontinence, SIU. Then you have people who are athletes who have done, a lot of training without proper medical advice, proper physiotherapists or, medical guidance. Then they end up having urinary incontinence. Then you have the most common condition, it's as equal to cold now, which is diabetes. Again, there you have urinary incontinence. Then you have people who are having chronic constipation. So because you're stressing your bowels so much, you end up having no control over your
connected. Okay.
So all of these are conditions that may cause you to get into the SIU condition that we're talking about. With Wonder, we are able to take care of a lot of these things.
I was about to ask.
Absolutely, especially things that are related to the GI tract. So we'll be able to help you with, proper conditioning, helping you build up, hypertrophy on those particular areas, which will give you a lot of, control, especially for this frequent urination problem that you're facing.
Dr. Preetha, can you explain the technology behind Wonder AXON and how it can help with the problems that you just mentioned?
Absolutely. So in Wonder, what we do basically is there are 3 different technologies that we use. First one is known as the neuromuscular stimulation. So please don't take me wrong, it is not the EMS that I'm talking about. This is a different kind of stimulation which is involving neurons. So we are sending signals. So before that, I want to actually add on why this technology came up. Everything here that we are talking about to build muscles is done through a process of contraction of muscles. Everybody gets that, right? Only when you do exercises in the gym, you are contracting and relaxing your muscles. And in this process, there are these two enzymes, myosin and actin, that actually combine together to give this contraction. As we age, we are declining in the hormone estrogen, and when you are depleting your hormones, the connect of the myosin and actin also weakens. So no matter if you hit the gym when you're in your 40s and 50s, you are not able to contract your muscle as much as you could do when you are 30 years of age. So coming back to the technology, we realize that unless we are able to give you deeper penetration, okay, unless we are able to activate the myosin and actin to give the contraction that we require, the effects will not be seen. So the first technology that we use is neuromuscular stimulation that has a pulse width of 1000 microseconds, which means our penetration is almost 20 centimeters deep into your body. So that's the first technology. The second one is your electromagnetic emission. So the electromagnetic emission is using a lot of ATPs in your body to do the vibration for the muscle groups. And ATPs come from fat. We already saw the connection of muscle to carbs to fat and so on. So that helps. And the third technology is the radio frequency. Everyone here who is a part of Mary France knows what radio frequency does. It is going to give you a lot of enhancement in your skin texture, in lipolytic action, and also taking care of the thermal effect of your body. So all of this helps.
Technology talaga, Mariel. And speaking of that, how was the treatment like for you? I'm sure women here would like to hear. I know they're curious.
Okay, the word for Wonder Axon for me is it's intense. It is the most intense machine that I have ever tried in Marie France, but it is not pain. There's no pain. It's not pain that I felt. It was more like, I actually told them, I think we should record the sounds that I make every time we increase. Every time we increase the level of the Wonder Axon, like, whoa! Whoa! Ganon. I am not, right? Whoa! Kasi it's really intense, but then it's like there are some parts that I feel, now wow, I'm strong in this area. More like my tummy is strong. I'm like more, kaya ko pa more. Nakaka-50 na? Yeah, no, hindi pa ako nakaka-50. Oh my gosh! I don't know where I
You're really gonna go, whoa!
Pero they tell me that, ang lakas mo, ma'am. I'm like, oh, sige. But every time they tell me, ang lakas mo, ma'am, okay, more! Kaya ko pa, go! Then or there are times to be like, hanggang dito lang muna tayo. But it's not pain. It's like more of like, parang may gulat factor.
Contraction! Hindi ko pa nanganak na, diba?
Yeah, but because I feel like contraction is like painful. Like it's like, hold on to your seat and like, oh my gosh. And it's not like that. It's not like, it's more like parang, ganon. Yun is the best explanation. Yun talaga.
No, I mean, no,
Okay.
seriously,
Without
because I
words.
made the same sound.
Yeah, diba? That's really what it is.
Magugulat po kayo because it's that intense.
But then it's like, you feel that it's really working. And like, after I tried it, I slept at 8 p.m. and I woke up at 7 a.m. I really felt, and I don't work out at all. I mean, that's why Marie France is so perfect for me because I'm not the gym kind of person or something.
High five!
Yeah, but I really feel.
Mabuo tayo ng group, girl.
I'm like, I just spent like 3 hours in the gym. Seriously, sa bahay. I'm so tired. I spent 3 hours in the gym. But it was really just like 25 minutes. Alam mo yon? Pero feeling ko lang yan. But actually, after you feel really good, it's like, you know how they say you have like, it releases endorphins?
Yes.
I felt it. I felt it like parang wow, like, meron siyang parang fulfillment na wow, I did it. Or like, how many more minutes? 2 minutes na lang. Okay, 2 minutes! Pero it's like, it's really, it feels great. And like, my favorite areas are the tummy and the buttocks area. I love the buttocks area. It's like, okay, kaya ka pa, go! Para siyang yung buttocks area, ganyan massage. I will be honest, yung challenging areas for me are the back thighs and the arms. Yun talaga, whoa!
Masakit sa arms.
Increase po natin sa back thighs, ma'am. Whoa! oh, ganon. Ganon. Pero it's, again, it's not painful. It's not painful. It's really like, whoa. Yeah.
And if I may add, really, I mean, it's super intense, you guys. It's not to be taken lightly.
Yeah.
Because after the 25th minute, like, you will be tired. You will be tired like you did a complete
You did a
workout.
complete workout because it's the whole body.
The whole
It's
body.
your whole body. And then after, I have 3 boiled eggs with me in the car every time. You too! Three boiled eggs
Sabi
every
ni Doc
time.
Bayo, protein.
Protein. Ako din, protein. Okay, so
Guys.
in the car, protein ako. Naka 3 eggs, so 3 hard-boiled eggs para talagang feel na feel ko yung gym workout ko.
Thank you so much for sharing, Mariel. Dr. Preetha, doing this treatment along with Kegel exercises, do you think can help strengthen our pelvic floor muscles?
Absolutely. So we know that Kegel definitely helps post-pregnancy. Even when we are sitting, all of us, somewhere, we are unconsciously doing the exercise. People who know the secret of what benefits it gives us definitely do it. I would say that Wonder is going to supplement the Kegel exercise. Since she mentioned that it is intense, we need to understand one thing. Imagine taking a 25-minute session and experiencing 60,000 contractions. It is humanly impossible in a gym, even if you are doing, a 3-hour workout like you mentioned. Here you are able to do that. And that kind of intensive exercise where you feel like you are in a merry-go-round and you're coming down or a bungee jumping. Yes, it does release a lot of good, feel-good hormones. And that makes you addictive. And once you get into that groove, you realize that these muscles are not only helping you, look good, it makes you feel good. So you're able to control your mood swings, your temper is down, you're much more calmer. All of your cells are getting the nutrients that they require, and that is when you start showing. And of course, overall, you're going to look good any which ways with the kind of muscle building that we are going to be doing.
So imagine 60,000 consistent contractions. Kasi on the third set, pag nag-gym ka, di ba, you lose the consistency. It's not the same anymore, di ba? You get tired after the third set. But imagine 25 minutes of this. Consistent.
Yeah.
Also, your PT is going to just give you, let's say, abs for a day, legs for a day, and so on.
Exactly.
Nobody is going to give you all 6
You won't
muscle
be able to.
groups
You
in
won't,
the
it's
body.
impossible. Yeah. I wanted to add something. It's like, after going to the gym, or after like working out or whatever, there's that sore feeling in yung parang ang sakit, I didn't feel that though. I didn't have the after like you couldn't walk or anything like that. But when I had the massage, I had a massage after, that's where I felt like, oh my gosh, parang I don't know, like my muscles were like woken up. Parang na-shake siya. Na-woke. Oo, na-woke siya bigla. Oo, naging woke yung muscles ko.
So again, we want to talk to you, Mariel, about the M and the P words. Not Mariel Padilla. Help us out. If you've seen her latest Instagram post, Mariel talked about the M and the P.
Exactly. So it's menopause and perimenopause. Perimenopause happens before menopause. And it's like, I also didn't know this, but perimenopause pala is 10 years. It can last. It can be like 10 years. It can be for a really long time. And I feel that I am there. I am there. All the changes, and they're like,
I think somebody's happy that you are here on the stage. Yeah.
Okay, here we go. As you were saying,
oh yeah, okay, I thought we were gonna play a video. Okay, so yes,
I'm so sorry. Give me 1 second.
yes, party mode for the perimenopause.
Yes.
But it's like, I feel there's so many symptoms of perimenopause. It's like you're restless, your sleep is different. Or like I sleep at, let's say for example 8 o'clock or 10 o'clock, and then I'm awake at 3. Or like
Witching hour talaga.
yes, and also like the irregularity of my menstrual cycle.
Oh.
And then so many like I get
Let me
so
add to
tired.
that, hot flushes,
You
you
know,
know.
I feel that because they said like I'm only supposed to experience that maybe when I'm really in the menopause
stage.
But I feel because I put it in my head that oh my gosh, I'm perimenopause. So I bring with me a fan everywhere I go. Just to really like
So many of us have
but,
that
but
fan
it,
with
but
us.
it
you know.
really feels hot already. But because they said it sometimes it feels really cold also. I don't have that. It's more of like I feel I don't want to feel sticky
So
or
that's
sweaty.
actually because of the estrogen. So estrogen is like that fuel, you know, for our thermoregulatory system in our body. So once you see that estrogen is declining, the form of estrogen that we are producing when we are in our perimenopausal or menopausal stage, that is actually causing the problem. And that, because of that thermoregulation that is disturbed, you are suddenly feeling that, you know, you're not able to maintain the temperature of your body. And that is why the chills that you feel, you know,
That's
the
why.
sudden rush of, sweat.
Could you share with us your journey and your perimenopausal symptoms? Meron na ba? Like yung, maybe Patricia, because you both are moms.
Probably because I'm already 48. You can't control when you have to go. That one I experienced that. So I don't know if that's connected to perimenopausal, but then it's normal pala. So I found out just today that it's normal. So I really have to use panty liners, and it's really part. I mean, when I dress up and I'm going somewhere, it's part of what I think about. Like today, diba? I'm wearing like a light colored pants. So should I wear? Because when I sneeze, when I cough, I really have to go. So I don't know if that's connected. And I'm telling Irene that I should try Wonder AXON soon because I experienced that. Hot flushes, parang ganun din yung feeling ko. I always bring a fan with me. So, but then my cycle is still regular up to this day. So I don't know if I'm in perimenopause stage.
So this is a very common condition that we get when the cycles are normal. Still you're undergoing. Like she mentioned, it's a 10-year journey, okay, or maybe more as well. This is because of, you know, different forms of estrogen that we are producing in each stage of our life. So let me tell you that when you are in your reproductive stage, there is a different kind of estrogen that our body produces, and that's able to take care of your fertility and all of that. The second stage is when you are pregnant. That takes care of, you know, how sometimes when you're pregnant, you know, people say, oh, your skin is glowing. You know, that's because of that kind of estrogen. It's called estrogen 3, and that's what it's going to affect you with, you know, enhancement in your collagen and so on. The estrogen 2 that I'm talking about is what comes along in your perimenopausal and menopausal stage, and the decline of that is causing this lean muscle loss, which is related to everything that she mentioned, right from, you know, urinary incontinence to lack of energy, sleeplessness, mood swings and so on, because estrogen is there in every part of your system. It is there right from your brain to your bones, to your skin, hair, even your cardiac. So if you are talking about, you know, risks of cardiac related problems, especially for women in perimenopausal and menopausal stage, it is because of the estrogen levels. How will you enhance that? You can do it by building muscles. That's the trick. They are like that, hand in hand. The more muscles, the more better you're able to produce estrogen.
My goodness, Mom. That's something new that we learned today. Let's ask another super mom. Share with us your journey, Patricia.
So I gave birth at 43. My eldest now is 20, turning 21, and I have a 5-year-old, turning 48 soon. but for perimenopause, I think I'm hardest hit when it comes to sleeping. That's one of my problems, and of course brain fog. And I'm probably going through it now because I'm trying to scramble through words of what I'm going to be sharing with you. But it really is a huge problem, especially because, you know, I'm still working, I run a business and everything. But I think what I'm looking for to addressing is really muscle loss. Tina knows this, and Joy knows this, that I've always been very active. But I think along with muscle loss, I've shifted to different sports. I play a lot of golf now, and doesn't necessarily use a lot of the other muscles that I used to when I did HIIT every day and all that. I just don't have the energy anymore. And I can't blame it on motherhood because I've gone through many stages of motherhood with my 3 children, but I just think it's really age. It's really taken a toll on my energy level, on my sleep, and muscle building. There's no amount of exercise that I can do that, I can face the mirror and say, oh, I got this back. I'm able to build my tricep again because it's not working. At least I know, having gone through the Tanita test yesterday, it shows that my muscle mass has gone down, even though everything else points that I'm healthy. Fat is within normal, everything else is within normal, but muscle mass. So that's something that that we all need to address, because my husband, who's also an athlete, he always says, if you don't use it, you will lose it.
Oh, I've heard that before.
Yeah.
I would want to add on here saying that, the first thing that you need to keep in mind is protein. So giving good amount of amino acids to your system is extremely important. Around 1.5 per gram, okay, per kg body weight should be given to everyone. So let's say on an average, anybody who is, let's say 50 kgs, okay, who's weighing 50 kgs, I wish I was, I'm not. However, if you are a 50 kg person, then you should be giving 1.5 kgs, 1.5 grams per kg body weight. Okay, so each meal, the target has to be around, let's say 25-30 grams of protein. And here in the Philippines, you have a lot of, good amount of protein foods available.
We just don't know how to use it.
Yeah, it's all about, what you put on your plate. Let's try and control the carbs and, give more focus to the protein. Saying that, I also want to include that fats are equally important. Cholesterol is a very big component for maintaining your estrogen and progesterone levels. So don't shy away from fats. Give the good fats to your body. And that is also in abundance in this part of the world. We are all fish eaters. There are so many varieties of good amount of, omega that you get. So please include that in your diet. And coming back to your sleep, maintaining a proper sleep hygiene is so important. It is not only, you going and lying down and being awake. It's about how dark your room is, how good your bed smells. Are you using fresh bed sheets, maybe changing it every 3 days, 5 days as per your routine. Also doing your night ritual, taking care of yourself, self-care, as we all were, trying to mention here. All of that plays an important role. Apart from this, hydration. So hydration is extremely important. Again, around 30 ml per kg body weight.
I'm already thinking of my bladder.
If you are, let's say 50 kgs again, at least 1.5 liters of water has to be in your system every day.
Oh my goodness.
And that definitely helps you even steadying your metabolic rate. Sips of water through the day helps you regulate it. So you will be having a steady amount of calorie burning while you're sitting, while you're listening, while you're watching Netflix and so on. So these points, I think, definitely makes a big difference. How many of us are doing it? Not me.
Me and Mariel were just talking, just hearing Dr. Preetha say 1.5
liters of
yeah,
water.
naihi na kami. So, ladies, thank you so much. I'd like to ask for some final words from the both of you. So, if you'd like to go ahead, Dr. Preetha.
Okay. So, first of all, I'm so happy with this interactive group of, female power that this morning has packed into. I'm so energized. Thank you so very much. Representing Wonder, I would want to just say one thing. You've come till here, half the battle is won already. It is up to you to take up the advantage and work towards a healthier you. That's all that I wanted to say. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Preetha. How about a big round of applause for Dr. Preetha? And before we hear from our beautiful Wonder Mom here, Maria, let me just get to Miss China Tuazon. Being in your 30s, what's the biggest learning or insight you got today?
the importance of muscles. Because like before in my 20s, it was a different trend. Like what Mariel was saying, dapat lang payat ka, size 2, cardio.
That's our life.
No one ever gave importance to the muscles. Because before, if you have muscles, you look bulky.
Not
And it's
acceptable, diba, in the
not
culture.
acceptable. But then now, I am this today years old when I learned the importance of muscles. And I'm so happy that Marie Frances won her accent because I've never been a workout girl. I'm a pa-cute workout, you know, tapos post ka, kunyari, workout ka, ganon. But then,
Do it for the
then-
gram.
No, but then I've always just been walking lang. And because I have injuries, I have the lower back pain, I have traps malacia. There's so much that I can't do. Now that I want to build muscles, because I'm in my 30s, I'm limited because I have injuries. So I can't push myself so much. But then, like what Mariel was saying, natulog siya ng 8, nagising siya ng 7.
Girl.
Today, I was late because I did Pilates at 8 a.m. Never in my existence did I wake up to do an early morning workout until today. I'm about more or less like 5 sessions of Wonder AXON, and I'm so amazed at where my energy is coming from. I've been working out for 7 days straight. That includes my sessions here. And you just feel younger. I feel like I have the energy of a 21-year-old. So I'm just so happy with not just the, all the biological effects of it, but just every day I just have so much energy and then I'm in the mood to work out. And more than that, the quality of my workouts have also changed because I have injuries and then I had Pilates a while ago and then she said, oh, you were able to do some moves already that you weren't able to do before because your muscle groups are already working properly. So thank you so much for teaching us the importance of muscles. Noted.
And thank you for sharing. Now, I would like to talk to a few clients here who've tried the Wonder Experience. Miss Kathy, where's Miss Kathy? Hi, Miss Kathy. Can you share with us?
Thank you so much. Hi. So I'm just so happy that Wonder's already here. I've been with Marie Frances for 3 years already. And just to share, I already lost 50 pounds. Thanks to Marie Frances. So, and it's really just half the battle. And when I realized that, hey, the next phase of your wellness journey would be, of course, to build muscles. And I'm like, I'm not a gym girly. What's a girl to do? And the thing is, I also have an injury. My knee is quite weak, so I don't really go to the gym. So when Miss Jane told me that actually Wonder is already here and it will work 6 of your muscle groups. And when she told me that, I immediately signed me off. So without hesitation. So I'm already I just done my 5th session last week and it's heaven sent. Thank you so much. Because it's intense, yes, not painful, but definitely it's really, I don't know if in a sense for me it's relaxing versus going to the gym lifting with the ugly face, But for me, you just laying down, being very pretty. I was actually sweating a lot. I'm not sure if it's the same for you guys, but I was sweating, so I know that somehow it's working. And then next day, whenever I get out of the bed, I can feel it. It's always whenever I get out of the bed, so I know that
It's the good kind of sore, like you work out.
and somehow and the consistency is there. For me, it's very easy to do because all I have to do is just go here and this is my safe place. So and for me, and I've always been self-conscious about my body image. So for me, going here twice a week, it's a form of self-care as well.
Oh, thank you so much, Miss Kathy. Let's hear from Miss Ira. Where's Miss Ira? Miss Ira. Hi, Miss Ira. Please share with us your experience.
I guess I'm totally different. I really enjoy working out. So
Lucky you.
I know. I work out during holidays. I really set time for whenever I go out of the country. I enjoy working out. So when I started, I actually weighed the same. But it's not that the weight loss, it's about the muscle gain. So I really enjoy that in Marie France. I know, like my arms, right? It's not about the weight loss, it's about the muscle gain. Because I'm already in my 40s and I'm actually feeling hot. I don't know if it's like perimenopause that we're talking, and I'm really feeling hot already. So Marie France has been really helpful because whenever you're going out of the country, you don't have time to really exercise. So I always have time to, whenever we leave, because I'm preparing for like a lot of eating. So I do Marie France, and then when I come back, I do Marie France as well. And then it's really been really helpful for me. And I do comment the people who did 50 for the Marie France, go 50. Yeah, because it's really, really intense. I think I was even asking if there was a 70 because it seemed less painful than actually working out in Library, where my hamstrings would literally make me unable to walk. So I have to give it to Marie France. They really take care of you guys, and it's really, really nice. And I'm looking forward to leveling up to 80. So sign me up as a guinea pig. I'm all for it. Thank you.
So I'll just take a minute here where I want to highlight two things. One, a person who has done good amount of weight loss. Okay, her needs of muscle building is definitely different than a person who goes to the gym every day and is already muscular. Somebody mentioned, becoming bulky, looking like a man. Nobody wants to do that. We want to maintain our feminine grace and still be muscular. And the beauty of this device is that we have different frequencies, different, characteristics for different wants. And it's for everyone to use. So we can try and, deliver results as per the outcome that the patient is looking out for.
You're so right. The Wonder Accent is for every body type. Okay. And like, if I may just share, I'm here trying to gain because I lost my dad recently, so it's been a really tough few months. So I didn't want to lose the weight, but look at me, and this is my 5th session, and I'm stronger. I have muscles for the first time, and I just turned 50. I feel at my best. Diba? Ngayon po ako nagka-muscle. Girl. Yeah, so Wonder Accent, you definitely have to try it. I want to hear from Miss Audrey Pastelano, if I pronounce any right. Miss Audrey, please share with us your experience as a mom, struggling to be healthy and doing your best for the family.
Hi everyone, so I am a 3rd-time mom. I am not quite 40 yet, but it is crawling close to me soon. And actually, I actually just recently shared my story how I really felt the age spike happen in me. Like, age isn't a gradual thing. And I'm 30-something at the very end. And so I turn 40 next year. And this year, I really felt in the past 6 months, just honestly, like muscle atrophy. I have a hard time. I usually walk around the village after meals, before meals, and in the past few months, it's been getting harder. And I haven't changed my lifestyle, which is probably why, but I feel like I need something more than this. So I have been looking for alternatives now and or adding more to my lifestyle in terms of looking for exercises like yoga. I've tried the yoga. I think it's okay. But yeah, I'm really not that fit a person, or I wish I could do more, but I also have 3 kids that are still very small now, which I do prioritize for now. I do want to show up for myself, so I think this is going to be amazing. I get to drop off my kids in school, do this, and then pick them up again after, and have more energy. So that's another thing that I'm looking forward to, is that I've noticed in the past 6 months, it's really been very recent, that even my energy levels are so low. It's just been challenging, and I'm so grateful we're in 2025, have technology to fix everything for us. I'm grateful to the mothers who came before me, who have been really, so one reason I'm getting into this is I have a lot of friends who are entering perimenopause, and we're like, why? this will not do. You can't just live your sedentary life anymore. You have to work out, you have to do more things. So I am lucky that people have been presenting options for me. But yeah, this seems like the best one so far.
I should say you have very good friends.
Thank you so much for sharing. Now, Marielle, would you like to give women advice who might feel shy or hesitant about asking for help for urinary incontinence or other symptoms of perimenopause?
Okay, first of all, for today, I want to say thank you to everyone here. And each and every one of you, I feel that I can relate to each story. Her story about being able to drop off your kids, come here and then pick them up again, that's me. Your story about like, I didn't have your nice arms, pero or like wanting to work out, but everyone here who shared their story, or like the brain fog, or as I'm saying all this, like it just happened now. I had something that I related to with her, and I forgot about. Oh, I was thinking with Wonder AXON, you don't have to worry about the injuries. See, you don't have to worry about the injuries, or like with you the brain fog, or with you the urinary incontinence. So like everyone here, I think we all are experiencing so many things that we don't normally talk about. And it's so nice that we get to do that and that we are not alone. It's so, you don't have to be afraid to like say na, oh my gosh, I coughed and I have to go change my panty liner now. Gotta go to the bathroom because it really does happen. And there's nothing wrong with us pala. It's just how it is. And now it's like there's something that can help us with this. And this new face of Marie France being not just a weight loss center, it's about wellness. It's about the whole of it. And I'm just so happy to be here. And I hope that we can share that Marie France is the place to be for that. For us women to reach out and share our issues or whatever that is going through, that we're going through. So basically, we don't have to be afraid. That's all I want to say. We don't have to be afraid. You're not the only one. We are all going through it. We just don't know it, that the other person is going through this. Or just now, your perimenopause issues are maybe a little bit better. Yeah. So, different but same. You know what I mean? Different but same. So we don't have to be afraid, and that's why Marie France is here. This center is not just for losing weight, it's for building muscles. Today I learned that we don't have to, if we have more muscles, we can eat more. I want to eat more. Diba? So I learned so much. Thank you so much for sharing that.
Thank you
with
so
us.
much
Thank
for
you.
really sharing your experiences with us here. And let me tell all of you here, today is the last day you're laughing with that thing in your mind that you may have some incontinence. Let's laugh out loud and stay happy.
Yes.
Big round of applause for our ladies, and that's all the time we have for today. On behalf of Marie France, I'd like to sincerely thank Dr. Preetha and MARIEL for sharing your stories. Thank you also to the many ladies of Marie France who shared their stories with us. Wonder